Morning, 2nd of May 2021. I studied chair. Have you got a song for us this morning? Oh. So he's changed it. So I might post both of them. It's the same person. I can't remember his name, but it's the Pina Colada song and Lucky Stars. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. It's giving me, I'm like, A-side, B-side. But I don't know if it is A-side, B-side on the actual disc. So I will look it up and I'll find out for you. It's the Pina Colada song. It doesn't have much to do with Pina Coladas really, but somebody may like a Pina Colada. I don't even know what's in them. And Lucky Stars. So today's card is the High Priestess, the Keeper of Secrets. It was Persephone, and she was taken by the Lord of the Underworld as a wife against her will. And she spent a very unhappy time not eating, not wanting to be there. And her mother searched the whole land for her, couldn't find her, got angry and went to see the gods and said if they didn't bring back her daughter, that she would put the world into continuous winter. Nothing would grow. So the god said if she hadn't eaten anything, that she should come home. But she had given in, like you would, because you'd be starving, and eaten a few pomegranate seeds. That's why the pomegranate is important. I've lost her, I've just seen her and I've lost her. So for every pomegranate seed that she ate, she had to stay a month in Hades with her husband. And she did eventually learn to love her husband, but she spent part of the year with her mother and part of the year with her husband. So she came out of that unhealthy situation in a roundabout way because she learned to love him. So we have Aries. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. This is lack of self-esteem. This is not taking care of your appearance. This is injuries to the head and face. So when we get this, if you're looking for a message from Spirit, it will be somebody that passed with an injury to the head and face. Or someone that was massively depressed, lack of success, lost a business, etc. It's also somebody stubborn that doesn't take no for an answer, and it's their way or the highway. But it's causing heartbreak, sorrow, loss and separation. Possibly minor surgery needs doing. And there is someone that wants to win at all costs. That conflict, that battle, where they will cut their own nose off to spite their face, as long as they win. Do you want to be happy or do you want to win? Walk away from this sort of conflict because it could get violent. And we have the minor arcana of that card. Again, a 4. 4 years. Releasing your hold on the outcome of a situation, the old way of doing things. Letting go of people, situations, jobs, etc. Letting go of greed. What is yours will always be yours. If you let it go and let it be free, it will come back, like Persephone did to Hades. She is telling us this is an unhealthy situation. You have to be careful what you put in your mouth as in diet and medication, so look after yourself. And what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. It's a psychic, a medium, etc. There's stubbornness here. Again, money orientated, possibly. Hell will freeze over. So instead of the mother freezing, this is Hades freezing the underworld before an apology is given. It is the person with the limp, the person in uniform, the Taurus, the Virgo, the Capricorn person that is stuck, stalemate, no movement forwards. Someone is very secure money-wise. They are very loyal to the family unit, but there is no give and take in this situation. Neither will move. So the secrets are kept and they can't come out of this situation. 10 years is mentioned. So it looks like a couple in separation or a business that's separated. The only major arcana is the Aries, anybody born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past it for your diary and address. Yeah, because somebody refuses to move forward. So they're stuck on a threshold because they know they can't move backwards either. Can't go back to how things were. And it's going to sting when they go through that rite of passage. There has been a disappointment, a loss. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame. And we've come to the proverbial bridge, so it's time to cross it. But someone is stuck and feels they can't walk away because it would cause too much conflict. Again, so they're stuck. 3 times they've told us we're stuck. We can't move forwards because we refuse. There's the Emperor. He finally finds his self-worth. He takes care of himself. The Aries energy. He repairs his head and face and takes action. He won't take no for an answer, but in a good way. And he will be successful. There will be a settlement of a long-standing problem and or fresh start, perhaps at Christmas because we have the reindeer. Medical matters will be healed. It is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So you have to burn something to the ground to begin again. Someone's made a decision. They're no longer protecting themselves and others, and they are standing on their own 2 feet. Financially and emotionally independent. The King of Swords. Good advice is needed. Doctors, priests and lawyers. Positive energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this man is very detached. He will cut anything from his life that no longer serves him. Logical and clear thinking. So again, we are pretty much talking about one individual here. The only card mentioned beside the Emperor is those born on the 20th, living or past. If your diary and address. So you must have self-esteem and take care of yourself. Get up, get dressed, get washed, look after yourself. Maintain your health. Don't compare yourself to others. This is not a race. You will reap the rewards no matter how long it takes. There is a union here between 2 people and an injustice. I was born on the 11th, living or past it for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. There's problems with the Lions and the marital home, possibly lack of passion. It is an injustice and imbalance. We have Cancer. Those born on the 7th or the 25th. Problems with a vehicle, mechanical problems, parking tickets, speeding fines, accidents, perhaps where the injuries to the head and face took place. And if it was an accident caused by another, perhaps the court case, the court case that ensued went against them. It's letting go of control. It's going with the flow, or you won't succeed. There are 2 energies pulling in different directions. Someone is holding on, like Spirit said, too tightly to greed, the outcome of a situation, the old way of doing things. We have a control issue here, a power struggle. And Spirit wants you to release that, but you are still holding on too tightly. What you resist persists. So you may be working against yourself if you put the same energy you do into avoiding a situation as to sorting it out. You would be already happy. And then we have the lady in her own read. This can be anybody, male or female, born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past. Date for the diary and address. The tarot reader, the psychic, the traveller, the Romany. She is coming out of this unhealthy situation. So ill health, be it with the breasts, the head, the face, the womb, the loins, should be healed. But she warns that you must be careful what you put in your mouth as in diet and medication, and what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. And I see that as the turkey. It's not a turkey. I don't think it's supposed to be a heron, but that always means Christmas to me. She actually has connections to the 11th of October, where I come from. And the number 11 does mean something to the High Priestess, so we have the 11 there. And we have talked about carnival people before. We have the letters A, M, F, D, X, I, Y, R, P, C, and V. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. There's no reunions and there's no celebrations, not yet. And if you're looking for a question answer that's yes or no, the answer is no. There may be a failed pregnancy or a false start in a new beginning, because someone hasn't yet done what Spirit asked of them, which was to raise things to the ground and begin again. So you're stuck in a situation that has to keep being revisited until you settle it once and for all. It could be dental problems, it could be burn problems, but until you settle this situation, you can't begin again. So there's a loss of a friend and a confidant. There is loyalty involved. Maybe you feel loyal to something. There is no reunion. Someone is spying on you. A young lady that once did service for you no longer does. And the false eater, the Leo, those born 1962, plus or minus 12 February to February, or someone very familiar to you is lying and deceiving and thieving. There's a fickle heart, somebody who changes their mind often, and you need to release yourself from the mental prison of this, or someone may be coming out of prison. Now for that one person, that there was an accident where somebody was injured on the head and face, possibly heart failure that maybe tried to work on them at the scene, and the injustice at court, the person who caused it will be released from prison, and that is causing this upset. The court case may have cost a lot of money, so it's cost you property, valuables, or for others there is a lying, deceiving thief who has stolen from you and have hidden the wealth somewhere and spent it all. It wasn't theirs to spend. Those born 1970, plus or minus 12 February to February, may be involved as well somewhere. So you will have what you desire. Whatever you call treasure is coming. It will come very slowly. But be careful what you wish for, because you may just get it and realise that's not what you thought it was. Someone has to be fair. The judge has to be fair. So they can only go on the facts. So please don't blame the judge. Someone has realised they keep moving the finish line. Usually they're a person of honour and stick to what they've said. But this is a never-ending story, and the finish line gets further and further away. So the mental stress of this is taking a toll. Someone doesn't feel at home where they are. There's no foundations. Home is where the heart is, and they have nowhere to call home. There's no place like home. Some of you may need to return to the parental home, but you are blessed. For now, maybe all you can do is chop wood, draw water, because you haven't got your ducks in a row. So it's time to retreat from this lies, deceit and mischief. Go rest. If you hang on to why, it will poison you from the inside. Sometimes there just is no why. It just is. Let it go. Doesn't serve you any longer. And there she is, Cancer, I feel. The mother energy in spirit. Let go of control issues, go with the flow. The number 16. Unconditional love of a mother. So if you've got a mother in spirit, she's telling you how much you are loved. The moon, I don't know if it's still in Capricorn. I didn't check, so. Your feelings are your God and your soul is your temple. So you have to rely upon the wisdom of what you feel right now. Individuals born under the sign of Cancer are mysterious and alluring, just like the ruler, the moon. A solitary orb that floats. Alone in the night sky, yet is still very much in sight. Cancers have a depth of feeling not easily seen, as if in the deepest parts of the ocean. This may be somewhere in your chart, it may be a person you know, or just the energy that's around you. Fathoms below the surface, but where there is great power. Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternative moods. They are emotionally vulnerable and easily wounded. They can be downright touchy, and when feelings are bruised, Cancers can come across as cabby or harsh. They feel for others deeply and are exceptionally sympathetic, but as they are highly empathic, the emotions of others will exhaust them. Cancers are resilient and endure much and can overcome just about anything, which seems peculiar because they are so sensitive. The secrets and truths are being told, but not by this person because they keep the secrets. Cancer is a sign of the mother, and those ruled by Cancer tend to be overprotective of their offspring, which means they also like to control and take over. After all, the child is an extension of the mother, who also needs to be protected. So she must remain strong and take care of her young. Cancer is the sign of imagination. They have a rich fantasy life, so they do well in areas of creative writing, art and also music. And with their gut reactions, Cancers can also be very accurate psychics. When the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected, withdrawn or depressed. Take time out from the deceit. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic ability and even witch blood. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings, but it can also mean you are in sync with the other person's emotions. You instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it may be a secret or involve bonded souls. This card can also mean that family or domestic issues need to be addressed. A mother or maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure in prominently. Women's issues and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for good memory and for the ability to hold on the longest, either positively or negatively, as with grudges. So although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness is the best response. Right now, your moods may be changeable just like the moon phases throughout the month, and you may want to hide and withdraw from hurt and pain. Perhaps the pain is real or imagined, but the solitude, you will build a greater strength to face whatever it is that's holding you back. Women, kind women, female mysteries, the breast, the mother, pregnancy, early life, the soul, what happens at night, the night sky, witches and their powers, creative imagination, being drawn in by illusion and fancy, what is hidden, being withdrawn, introversion, seclusion, wanting to hide away, loneliness, secret love affairs, clandestine encounters, culinary arts, nourishment, importance of food and diet, which is what she said. The digestive system, the stomach issues, immediate family, the family tree, the tribe that you belong to, the past, the history, and all it evokes. Buying or selling antiques, taking an old-fashioned view, guilt, remorse, looking back instead of forward, issues with trust, moods, being overly sensitive, drowning in emotion, looking to save or be saved, ruminating over problems while not moving forward, doing the right thing, having compassion, sympathy and support. It's about your inner awareness, your memory, the past, hiding, seclusion, the mother and the womb. Thanks for listening.